Hi, this is part 2 of the video series on how to create modern image search center in SharePoint Online. In the previous video, we have seen how to create a computer vision service or the computer vision API within Azure portal. So in this video, we are going to see how to consume this service within a Power Automate flow uh, and update the metadata of the metadata of the image in your SharePoint library. Yeah. So before starting with the flow, we would have to, collect the details on how to make the post call. So in the Azure portal, we have, once we create the computer vision API, there is an API console, which gives us the details of uh, all the endpoints available within the computer vision API. So we'll be using the analyze image endpoint, and here it expects certain query parameters. So the HTTP post call for this endpoint needs these query parameters. So first one is about the visual features. So visual features are these will tell the endpoint on what all metadata I'm looking for in the image. So let's say if we want to find out only the categories, I can just select categories for the visual features. But in our case, we need many other details from the computer vision API. So what we are looking for is the description of the image. We also need the color information of the image. So when we want multiple visual features, we can add them here by separating them with a comma. So I also need the tags, right? So what all features we need, we can select them. The language will be English, and the content type, what we are going to use is application slash octet stream. So this tells the API endpoint that we are passing the binary data of the image in the request body. And in the headers, we should also send the API key. So the API key, we can get it from the Azure portal. So this is your API key. I'll paste it here. And as I said, in the request body, we'll be sending the binary image data will be sent in the request body. So that's about how we make a post call to the computer vision API. And then we also should get our SharePoint library ready. So I have one library called Gallery. This is where I have I'll be uploading all my images and media assets. So in this library, we need some custom columns to store the different metadata which we get from Computer Vision API, right? So I have created some custom columns which are prefixed with ISX so that it's easy to identify even later in search schema and all, right? So I'll be using ISX caption, which is of type single line of text. This is for storing the description. And then I'll have three Boolean columns, which is for identifying if the image is a black and white, a clip art, or a line drawing. And then there are two other important things, which are the tag and color columns, right? And so these two columns are defined as a choice type column. The reason being, the computer vision API might return one or more tags for an image. So it can identify multiple tags. Similar is the case with colors. So it could be one or more colors. And within the choice column, so it expects a list of choice values ideally, but there is no defined set of tags what a computer vision API returns. It could be anything. It could be multiple tags, and it could be any from anything, right? So for handling that, what I have done is we'll just give some sample value in the choices field, and we'll select this allow fill in choices to yes, so that any new value can be filled into this column, and it also accepts multiple values. The similar configuration will be used for ISX color also, which will store one or more color details. So with these things in place, I think we can jump ahead and start creating our Power Automate flow. So I've just logged into my flow portal, and I'll click on create. So I'll create an automated flow basically on a trigger, and let me give the flow name as image analyzer demo. Okay, let's not put a hyphen here. And the trigger action would be when a file is created, basically when an image is uploaded into my SharePoint image library, right? So that is my trigger action. I just clicked on create. So let's select the site which we are going to use, which will be image search, and then the library name will be gallery. So once the trigger happens, the next step which I would like to do is get file content. So this is for getting the binary data of the image. So I'll use get file content from the SharePoint actions. And here we have to select the identifier of the file, which we get it from the trigger step. So this is my identifier. And once okay, we have to select the site, which will be image search. Once we get the file content, the next action is to make a call to the computer vision API. So there are already predefined actions in the flow. One action under the computer vision API group, we have multiple actions. So instead of using these actions, I would recommend to use the HTTP action and make a post call. The reason being, when you see these actions, they are trying to get a particular visual feature from an image. So the tag image will actually give us only the tag details, and the describe image will give us only the details about the caption and a description about the image, right? So, but in our case, we are looking for four different visual features. We are trying to get the description, tags, image, and color type. So in that case, we'll have to make multiple actions here to get all the different metadata or all the different details of an image. So instead of this action, I would rather use a HTTP action. So let's go for HTTP. We'll make a post call. So I'll select the method as post, and the URI will be from your Azure portal. So let's select the URI, and we are trying to call a specific endpoint, which is your analyze API's endpoint. So this we have to copy the relative URL from your API console. API. Okay, so I'll copy the relative path here. And then we know what all metadata or headers are required for making the post call. This is what we found out from the API console, right? So let me quickly copy the header values into my flow. And the API key, we can get the API key from your Azure portal. You can open the specific resource which we created, and we can copy the API key from here, and that will go into my header. And in the queries, we specify what all features. The most important thing is the visual features. So these are the visual features which we will be using. Let's copy and paste that here, and then we specify the language to be English, and then I specify the image format. And in the body, we need to set the file content which we have got from the previous action. So with this, I think everything else is configured for the HTTP post call. So this makes a call to this endpoint and we get the response, right? And once we get the response, let's add another step, which is update file properties. So I'll use this action. Let's quickly select image search, and then I'll use the library name as gallery. Okay, and so I don't see all the columns, so let me select use all columns and select the identifier or the ID from the trigger action. Okay, so we got all the columns listed here within the update file properties. So we'll be updating the custom columns for this image or this item, right? So what we are interested in is updating the ISX caption, which we'll be using as the title in the search results. And then we also use the black and white clip art flags and then the tags and color columns, right? So to quickly check if my flow is working or not, I'll just update the value for the caption. So this is the expression which I'm going to use. So basically, I'm taking the response from the previous HTTP action and trying to get the description property, and it has a captions array. I'll just try to fetch the first item of the array and update it into the caption. So this is just to see if our flow is working. Ideally, what we have to do is we have to check the confidence score of the caption before updating the value into the list items column, right? So if the confidence score is very less, the caption might not be very appropriate. So that's the reason we have to check the caption confidence score before updating it. But for now, just to test if it's working, so let's quickly check if there are errors. No errors. So let's save this flow, and now, the moment I upload any image to my gallery, this flow should be triggered. So I have some images here. So I'll be uploading this image of a little boy. Let's upload the image into the library. So I just dragged and dropped the image. So once it is uploaded, the flow will be triggered, and then the image content is sent to computer vision API, which gives us the metadata, and then the flow should update the properties of this image, right? So this is the image which got updated right now. Let's see if the properties are updated. Okay, it's not yet updated. Looks like the flow has not run it. So let's go to all runs and see if the flow is run already. Okay, it is still running. So let's see what's happening in the flow. Okay, looks like the flow has ran successfully. So, so this is what has happened here. So once the file is uploaded, a HTTP post call is made, and you can see the response here. So within the body of the HTTP response, we have all the things like it has identified the color, and within the tags, it has identified that there is a baby and a toddler as the tags, and then the image caption got updated. So let's quickly go back to our library and see if the caption is updated now. Okay, there was looks like there was some delay in refreshing. But then, yeah, we can see that the caption got updated here. It says a close-up of a logo. So this is the reason I was mentioning that we have to check the confidence score. So the confidence score for this caption of this image was very low. So and you can look at and you can look that it's not at all appropriate. So it says that it's a close-up of a logo while it's not. So so that's the reason we have to check the confidence score always while before updating the properties into the columns of the SharePoint item, right? So that's about the initial flow. So looks like it's working. So rather than updating all other columns by checking the confidence score, I'll walk you through an existing flow which I already have, which handles all these scenarios. So let me go back to my flows. I have this image analyzer full, which has the complete functionality what we need for the modern search center, right? So in this flow, the first three steps are same what we have done previously. The interesting thing happens from here. So we'll use a parse JSON action, which is used for getting the JSON object, and this action expects the schema of the response, what is returned from the computer vision API. So it's really difficult to write up all this schema. Rather than the easiest way would be you can make a sample call by uploading an image and making a sample call from the API console. And once you get the response in the API console, you can paste that response payload into this generate from sample option. So you click on the generate from sample button, you can paste the payload here, and once you click on done, the schema will be automatically generated. And based on the parse JSON we'll update the other values in the SharePoint list item. So we'll use variables here. So we'll have an array variable for tags, another array variable for colors, and a string variable for storing the caption. Right? Why are we having variables for this is because we have to check whether we need to update these values or not. And then the next action would be to run a for basically looping through the dominant colors. As I said, this there could be one or more colors returned. So for each dominant color, we just push those values into the colors array, which we declared as a variable. And this array is expected to have values in this format. So if you remember, the colors column in the SharePoint list library is of type choice, and the choice expects an array of objects with this structure. So then we have our array variable ready for colors, and then we'll again loop through the tags. And in this case, before pushing each tag into the tags variable, we actually check the confidence score of the tags. So in my case, I'm checking if the confidence score is greater than 0.5, I'll push it into the array variable for tags. So depending on your case, you could put a higher confidence score so that you get better results. And in the next condition, we'll be checking if there is a caption returned or not. So the computer vision API, what happens? Sometimes it may not find a right phrase and it will not return a caption for some images. So that's the reason we have to check whether there is a caption returned or not, and then check the confidence score of the caption. So again, I'm checking if it's greater than 0.5. Then we set the variable captions with this value, right? And then the next step is pretty straightforward. This is then we update the values. So I update the caption, I update the height, width, black and white, clip art, line drawing, and tags and colors columns of this image. So similarly, if you are planning to use more refiners based on other metadata properties from the computer vision API, you can add more columns into your SharePoint library, and you can update those values into the last step here. Right. So that's about the complete flow, which will check the confidence score and also update the SharePoint library, right? So before going into the next step, so the next step is basically about how we configure the SharePoint search schema. About so before doing that, we need to have a good amount of data so that we have a better result set in the search results page. So upload as many images as you can. So in my case, I have uploaded around 500 images, and then the flow got triggered for all these images. And you can see that the captions, the images, height and width, and then the tags, everything got updated for all my images, right? Uh, so that's it in this video. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how to configure the managed properties for being used as refiners in the search page. See you in the next video.